From watching surgeries happen in real time to projectile vomiting on a date, it seems like Jenna Ortega is just Wednesday in a different font. Or is she? Well, she's a proud weirdo for starters. We all saw and loved Wednesday being the odd one out in the Netflix show, but what if I told you that the actress playing her is just as unhinged behind the scenes? From what we know about her interests, it's clear she's a proud weirdo. In her Wired autocomplete interview, the Wednesday actress revealed that when she was a little girl, she had, well, strange hobbies. She used to do autopsies on dead animals, like lizards she found around her house.
And I'm a weirdo in, like, used to perform autopsies on little animals when I was younger, like little lizards that I found that were dead in my backyard. She's weirdo in the sense that
Wow, she really is Wednesday, isn't she? Now, if someone is not above cutting up dead lizards, you bet there's much more to them. And yep, there is. Have you ever gotten a tooth out? If yes, you were probably scared out of your wits. But not Jenna. In an interview, she said she got a tooth out when she was 17, and she refused to be put to sleep during the procedure. She stayed awake with only numbing cream put in her mouth, put her headphones on, and watched the whole surgery in the mirror above her. And that's just her as a person. As an actor too, she just couldn't be more different than the rest. Her take on prosthetics leaves no doubt about that. Most actors hate being under layers of prosthetics because it's really uncomfortable. Jenna can't relate. She once said she enjoys the experience and has even taken a nap with heavy prosthetics on. Best nap ever was what she called it. That's not it though. Turns out, like Wednesday, Jenna too lacks perfect social skills. She's an awkward person. The 20-year-old actress describes herself as a socially awkward person, and honestly, her interviews are proof of that. She's very confident, no doubt, but there's something about the way she carries herself in interviews that shows you that underneath the confidence, there's a lot of social anxiety. This is especially true for her red carpet interviews. Take her Golden Globes red carpet interactions, for example.
I have seen nothing and I know nothing. I feel like sometimes as the actor, you just kind of are told what to do, but I'm waiting on it. I think they're just starting to get a writer's room together, so maybe soon.
She was visibly uncomfortable when the interviewer asked her to do a little bit of her iconic Wednesday dance. But even at talk shows, her frequency doesn't always necessarily match with the hosts. In her appearance on Jimmy Kimmel,
because I had no connection to Hollywood or the industry or anything like that, I was told I could only do commercials.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've got some good commercial experience.
You could tell she wasn't very comfortable, and that's poor on Kimmel's part, to be honest, because he couldn't connect with her and get her humor. But the point is that the interaction between the two revealed that Jenna can't shapeshift her social skills like most other celebrities. You're either on her wavelength or you're not. Hell, even if you are on her wavelength, she'll take some time to be comfortable. You can tell from the stories she's told. Yep, the best example of how hard she finds being social is her story about a barbecue party in Romania. During the filming in Romania, Tim Burton went ahead and invited the whole team to a barbecue party at his house. Sounds pretty awesome, doesn't it? Well, not so much for poor Jenna. She said she found the experience extremely awkward. There was no music playing, and she didn't know what to say to anybody. But she didn't blame it on anyone. She said the reason for it was that she makes everything awkward. Then, of course, there's also the way she described her interaction with Christina Ricci. Ricci made Wednesday famous in the 90s by playing the morbid character flawlessly. So, playing that same character in front of Ricci was what Jenna described as the most awkward situation she's ever been in. In fact, she said if it was up to her, working with the OG Wednesday would have continued to feel weird if it wasn't for her co-star. It was due to Christina's kindness and understanding that the 20-year-old finally got comfortable around her. But her uneasy social interactions date back to the days even before her stardom. In an interview, she recalled a story from middle school about her very awkward date with her then crush. Sitting next to that boy, Jenna said she started feeling sick all of a sudden, and then she proceeded to projectile vomit on the poor guy. She said the amount of that vomit surprised her because she couldn't believe her 4'8" body could even make all that. Interestingly though, she's not so uneasy with her fans. She is surprisingly calm around everyone. From the evidence we have from her interviews and the things she said about her personality, it's kind of curious how well she carries herself around fans. She's one of the few stars who stop to take pictures and give autographs to her fans, no matter where. In fact, she'll even stop and have a little chit-chat. So yeah, while a lot of her personality traits are just like the famous famous Adams she plays, it looks like she's very different from her when it comes to her fans. In her interview with The Face, where Olivia Rodrigo was the one questioning her, Jenna got candid about how she deals with the fans.
She doesn't blink. He likes it when I tilt my chin down and look through my eyebrows, kind of a Kubrick stare, and then I relax all of the muscles in my face. So I go.
And it turns out she's so nice, it's a problem. She reveals she finds it hard to have a celeb fan interaction with them. So instead, she sits down and gets stuck in a long conversation. And this is before the Wednesday fame. She recalled that during her Disney days, moms would see her and recognize her and drag her with them to their son's birthday parties. And she couldn't say no. But that's nothing compared to the ordeal she goes through. When fans recognize her in the bathroom, fans often start having convos with her in the bathroom stalls. Even though she has pee anxiety, where she can't go until they've stopped talking, she can't refuse and keeps the conversations going. Still, slowly but surely, she's learning to say no.
Before I took on the role, I had actually only seen the 90s films, so that was my only familiarization, and I'd been compared to Wednesday my entire life. We're told that we're both, very sarcastic and dry and can be a bit morbid at times.
It's true that she's nice to her fans, but when you look at all of her fan and paparazzi interactions, you see that there's a pattern. She's nice, but only to the nice ones. This one time, she even stopped in the rain to give autographs, but completely ignored the fans who were shouting in her face and being rude. There was also a rude person outside of Jimmy Kimmel's set. He kept insisting he didn't get a sign and was very annoyed by it. Jenna confronted him and said she did give him an autograph and then turned away. And clearly, it had nothing to do with her being arrogant, because only moments earlier, she was very nice to a fan she'd recognized. Wednesday would be proud of her. Do you know what else she'd be proud of her for? In her interview with Olivia Rodrigo, she said her creative interests revolve around disturbing things. She likes working on stuff that isn't pretty to look at, and she loves playing dark characters.
Because you're expressing yourself the best you possibly can to give people that rush of adrenaline. And as somebody who loves horror and has been a fan for a very long time, that's another part of it too. There's a love behind it.
With all the horror stuff she's done, it makes sense. She's also described her sense of humor as dark and dry. So much so that sometimes even her friends are surprised. She revealed that while on set, she'd make jokes that would make even Christina Ricci go, "Oh, that's dark." The fact that she's such a horror movie character in real life is what makes her the perfect candidate for the genre. Her personality off-screen radiates from the characters she plays on-screen. No, seriously, it's true. She said she enjoys it when there's a lot of blood, fake of course, on the set she's filming on. She also loves filming stabbing scenes because she loves it when the blood comes out. So yeah, that's the reason she's drawn toward darker projects and does justice to them, because she has a dark streak herself. Anyway, those were the ways Jenna Ortega is and isn't like her character Wednesday. See you in the next video.